Good morning. Today what we are making is these darling little cute taco, or what do you want to call them, clamshell, whatever, cute makeup bags. Or you could use it for whatever your little heart does desire. And I thought this was so cute. When I was young, my mother used to say, red and pink stink. But I kind of like red and pink together. So I saw this fabric and I thought it was really happy. And so I've done totally different looks. So here's the outside and here's the inside. And I thought it was just really, 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 really cute. Lindsay's got all the little, these things she can put on after. And they're really cute. Please make sure you comment, share, like. And I just thought it was so cute. And I'm using the zippers that are all in the yard. You can get them from Annie's or my friend Pam Demore. Because I don't go to the store and get stuff. I just like to have everything on hand. Then I thought this was really cute. I don't remember who this fabric's by, but this is my friend by Poppy Cotton. And I thought this was cute. Green on the inside, and then we've got this darling, these colors on the outside. I thought it was really, really cute. And they have small, medium, large, and extra large. Well, honey, I got so much makeup, what the heck. So what you want to do, if you do 19 inches across by width of fabric, you can get 3. So you need 2 different colors, or you could do the same, whatever your heart desires. So I got 3. Then what I used for the interfacing was I used the Deco Bond 809 Fusible. And of course you need 6 if you're doing 3 of them, because you want it on both sides. Okay? Then what I did was you iron it on really well, and for some odd reason, you know, when you iron it, like it'll have something that's coming off here. So I just keep ironing it until it's on there really solidly, because you don't want it to come off when you're sewing it. So I keep checking. I just don't do it one and done. I just keep doing it I start on the right side, then I do on the wrong side. And of course, the bubbly side is the one you put on the wrong side of the fabric. Otherwise, your iron will it'll be bad. You'll be cleaning your iron. So what you do next is you take and you measure your tape however long that you would need it. Then you cut little, don't go far, like itty bitty, every inch, little cuts all the way across, because this is going to be on a curve. Okay? Then you want to put your teeth down. With your teeth going on the inside, and I always check it because I'm not sewing this darn thing, so you make sure it's going to be the right way. And I already did 1/2, so I don't want to sew on both of them. So I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to sew it 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Let me make sure this is the same. Yep. And I think this is really, really, really cute. I thought it was just darling. It was quick and simple. I just made those 2 in no time at all. It took me longer to find the fabric than it did for me to do it. And then the zipper ended up being about 23 inches long. That's why I do by the yard. It's just easier. And then I cut a 3-inch strip of fabric for the inside because I don't want any raw edges by width of fabric. So I'm going to cover up the raw edges on the inside because I don't want it to look icky. I want it to look really professionally done and nice. I just want it to look good. Then I'm going to sew it 1/8 of an inch first. This is really quick. I mean, I was just like going, dang, this is a quick thing you could make for gifties. And then what I'm going to put in this is I made those little reusable makeup pads. And that'd be a really cute gift for somebody. So I'm just going to do 1/8 of an inch. Because then you're going to do a 1/4 inch when you put them together. The right sides together. And of course I'm using my ADT foot. I love, love, love my Epic 2. I told Lindsay when she needs to take my Epic 2, I'm telling her all the machines she needs to take. And she just looks at me like I've lost my third eye. That's okay. I was thinking how much fun my grandma would have had with all these new things they have. Or maybe she wouldn't. She was pretty old-fashioned. She might have not gotten into it. She liked the old stuff. Still working on that Jean's Cathedral window quilt. Oh my. If I'd quit doing other projects in between, I think I'd have it done, but who knows? But this is really a cute project. And I'm sure Lindsay doesn't want one. Shakes her head no. Then you're going to put right sides together. And sew the other one right on top. Then I'm going to use a 1/4 inch seam. All the way around. The hardest part was cutting everything out. And finding the zippers. One of these years I just got to come down here and put everything together. So every week I do something. It's like, okay, next, what am I going to do next week? And then I just put it in a pile. I need to reorganize one day. Well, one day. It's going to take me weeks. And weeks and weeks and weeks. What are we giving away today, Linz? Band-Aids. Band-Aids. She's giving away Band-Aids. So what you have to do, whoever wins needs to send their address to quickpoints@gmail after I pick the winner today. And she will send you Band-Aids. Okay, now I'm going to do the 1/4. And this backtracks in the front. I'll have to reverse when I get to the other end. then before I do anything, I make sure that there's no white showing. On my last stitching or anything. I already sewed the other side, so you didn't have to watch me do it twice. It looks really good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to iron it so everything's flat. Then I'm going to top stitch it. So it looks really, really good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my favorite foot. I call it the rudder foot, but it's not the rudder foot. And then I'm going to top stitch just going around. You wouldn't have to, but I just think it looks cleaner and nicer and better and cuter. And this will make it perfect.
Can you explain what you're making again?
This darling, darling clamshell bag. Here's one. And then if you want it a little more funky, two. I love dots. Dots and stripes are like my favorite thing. Always love dots and stripes. Simple. This is just a simple, simple, simple. Easy to make. You could just do these like rotely. Because they're just so simple. Okay, now what you want to do is make sure you put on the zipper pull. If you don't, you won't have a zipper pull. You won't have anything to open it up with. I haven't done that yet, knock on wood, but one day I thought about it. I thought, oh, I better put on the zipper pull because that would be the horrible thing to happen. Can you imagine doing all this work and then you don't have a zipper pull on it? You get to rip out all this stuff. Ugh, that'd be awful. Someday when I do this when I'm tired, it'll happen. Don't worry. I've done stranger things in my life. Okay. Now you want to put right sides out. Or right sides in, I should say. And then you're going to box the corners. Make sure the zipper's in the center. Yeah, I think I'll do the hard one first. And the easy ones. Okay. Just making sure it's in the center as much as possible. If it's not perfect, I don't think anybody's really going to know. You might, but they're not going to know once you put it together. But it's really, really cute. I mean, I think it's just darling. Foot off, put my old foot on. Make sure you back stitch. I'm going to go over the teeth a couple times. And then I'm done. And before I cut it off, I want to make sure it worked out okay. Yep, looks good. and do the other side, which is the much easier side. There we go. Good old stiletto. Always tastes good. I made rhubarb. I made a recipe of my grandmother's. It was like a 5-minute jam. I haven't had that in years. It was rhubarb. I didn't have enough rhubarb, so we put in some blackberries. And then she had pineapple in it, and then she used strawberry jello. It was actually pretty good. I couldn't remember. She made so much stuff. It's actually really, really tasty. I'll go over the pink again. Let me check it again. Yep. I might just go further on this one, actually. It needs a little further. This. Now what I'm going to do is take, I cut 3-inch strip of fabric. I'm going to cut off the selvages. And I'm going to fold it so there's no raw edge. Okay, then I'm going to see how wide this is, and then I'll just add a little bit so I can fold it on the other end. Let's see if that fits. Yep, looks good. So this is 3 inches wide. I'm going to fold it. Then I'm going to put it on the opposite side and sew it. flip it around, and I'm going to cover up the raw edges so it looks perfect on the inside. Because I want it to look pretty. And then it'll look absolutely beautiful. I like things to look just as good on the outside as they do on the inside. Thank you, Grandma, for making me line my Barbie doll clothes. And French seam all my clothes. Yeah, that looks good. Let's do the other side. Lindsay's so busy. She's got one of her Conrads in swim. She's just running around like a chicken with her head cut off. And she just got done with a bunch of company. So she's had lots of stuff going on, that's for sure. Let me fold this in. Well, this fabric is an older fabric. It's by Holly Holderman. She started out the first year I started out many moons ago. She was so sweet. Okay, this is too long, so let me bring it in a little more. And she had sent me a bunch of fabric, and it's just, this is so sweet. I love lilacs, and for some odd reason, it isn't lilacs, but it reminds me of like purple lilacs. Probably because it's the only flower I know. I know roses. I'm not a real flower aficionado.
Where do you purchase your bulk rolls of colored zippers?
I get it from, most of the time, by Annie, by the yard, because you can get so many colors and then you're not stuck. And she gives you a lot of zipper pulls. And I love, sometimes I mix and match zipper pulls, and they're wonderful. It's just, they're wonderful because you don't have to worry about buying. I don't like to have to go to the store and buy things. I want everything on hand because I lived on a farm, and you couldn't go for like one item. If you forgot something, you were just stuck. You didn't, it's like tough tamales, you forgot it, so you gotta wait till next month. And that's how I grew up, so I am a person of too much stuff. Because we didn't go anywhere, except once a month. And plus, living on a farm, you have all your meat and to grow vegetables and yeah, so I do buy the art. It's by Annie, and she's amazing. And she's got a ton of colors, and that's what's good. And if you just get basic colors, I have a lot of different colors, but I was looking at it and I'm going, dang, I have used my white. My white and black are probably my most used. But I happen to have this color, and so I hunted all over till I found something that matched this color because it's kind of an odd color. That took me longer than making this, actually. Just finding something that matched this zipper. Sounds nuts, but I was determined to match the zipper. Then you just put right sides out. You can use an interfacing that's not quite so stiff, but I really like this one because it is stiff and it holds its shape. So there you go. Just cute. The winner today is Ruth Ann Etheridge Ladva. Just send your address to quickpoints@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. God bless all of you. And I love you guys. Thank you.